Relations Committee will come to order. We have an unusual procedure today. As usual, we'll defer.
I'm under no illusion that serving as the U.S. ambassador to the Russian Federation will be easy or simple. Our relationship with Russia is among the most consequential and complex foreign policy challenges we face. As a nuclear superpower, a permanent member of the UN Security Council, we have no choice but to deal with Russia on a range of issues touching on global stability and security. Yet we also need to recognize that today, contrary to Helsinki Final Act principles and international law, Russia continues to threaten stability in Europe, including by violating the sovereignty and territorial integrity of its neighbors. Russia also restricts the human rights of its own people. There is no question, underline no question, that the Russian government interfered in the U.S. election last year, and Moscow continues to meddle in the democratic processes of our friends and allies. Finally, Russia is disregarding its arms control obligations and commitments.
We'll be more than glad to separate those and understand that and appreciate Senator Shaheen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for the work that you and Senator Cardin have done on the Iraq and Syria.
I will engage Russian government officials from the highest tiers to the local levels to advance American interests. Key among our goals are defeating ISIS, countering terrorism, upholding arms control and non-proliferation obligations and commitments, finding a political solution to the conflict in Syria, and resolving the crisis in Ukraine in a way that respects Ukraine's sovereignty and restores its territorial integrity.
Those that are on the front line of diplomacy have the protections that they need.
I will also not hesitate to remind government officials that they are accountable for their actions. Exhibit A is the fact that interference in the U.S. election has led directly to the current low level of trust in the relationship. The views of Congress were heard loud and clear on this point with the unanimous passage, as Senator Cardin mentioned, of the Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act.